Hello Aquarius, this is a reading for Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius for the month of February 2017. My name is Adi, I am from tarotforlifecoaching.com, and this is my first series of readings I'm doing for YouTube. I've been doing tarot for many years, but I've not done any recordings for YouTube, so this is new for me, and let's see how we go for you. This is a message for Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius for February 2017. Aquarius, February 2017. Aquarius, February 2017. Let's start. So let's see what the energies and guidance is for you during the month of February. I also use some oracle cards from Devine Virtual. I feel oracle cards really help with the readings, that just give that extra sense of depth and guidance and confirmation. So I really enjoy using them. These are the healing cards, the healing with angel cards from Devine. Oh, a little bit messy. Let's start again. I think it's this one that wants to come out. There we go. And the other oracle card I'm using is the Goddess Guidance from Devine. Beautiful cards. And let's see what the goddesses want to tell you. There you go. Okay, so let's start with the actual tarot cards. Yeah, some powerful energy going on here for you. Okay. Okay, so yes, you've got some interesting processes going on for you here, Aquarius. I can see that you're starting the month off with the sense maybe that you have come out of a battle, that you've come out of a situation. We've got the Seven of Wands here. And it is, actually this is a positive card, it doesn't show it so much, but I do feel it's a positive card. The wands are very much about energy and using your energy to achieve the things that you want to achieve and getting over obstacles, passing obstacles. And this really shows me, because these cards come in reverse, that you have already fought a lot of internal battles, and you may well come into the month like that, with a sense like feeling a little bit depleted in a way. The Ace of Cups is your second card, and cups are the sign of emotion. They are the suit that connects with all your feelings, your relationships, and your sense of being connected emotionally to other people or to situations, and just feeling overflowing with that love. But because you have been in that situation where you have fought your battles, you may just feel a little bit disconnected from that in yourself, just feel a little bit disconnected from the source of love in a way. And I must say, I've seen this sort of development that's happening in your life in a lot of my readings this month. That it starts off with a sense of feeling a little bit exhausted and a little bit depleted on some level or another, and then some sort of change. And I can see that also in your reading, Aquarius. You're going through a similar process this month, where you're coming from a place where you feel you fought your battles, but you have overcome. You have overcome, but it's going to cost you a little bit of a sense of depletion on some level emotionally, and Yeah, so that would be your initial, maybe your initial entrance into the month. You might bring it from the last of January, or just the early stages of February, just like that. But it is good, and life is asking from you again to make changes. It is not something that is a choice, really. It is here. It's a major arcana card, the Tower. It shows you that something structurally is changing for you, and it's a quick change, and it is quite an intense. It could be quite an intense scenario, but I do feel it's for the better. It's paired with this Six of Cups image, and which very much shows you connecting again with people and your emotions and situations that you love. So there is definitely a movement towards that, but it goes through a process of, I feel like you've already done some of that, of emotionally letting go, of fighting through something and emotionally letting go, and so that you don't feel disconnected. So there is a process of change going on, and it is not something that you have much power over. It's happening. It is determined. It feels like it's coming. It's from the eye of the cosmos, really, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, and it could shake you up a little bit, because it is quite a powerful energy, the Tower, a powerful energy of change, and the crown is falling. The crown is falling, so some sort of status or something is changing. It could be related to, I have the feeling with your readings that some of this is related to personal relationships, and there is something, it could even be like maybe a decision to finally break up from somebody, or maybe use the breakup to reconnect, or make a complete change in how you look at that relationship, because the Tower does connect with an emotional connection straight away. There's not much to wait for that. There is straight away an emotional connection, either with somebody else or something else, and feeling fulfilled. And there's also an element of creative expression here, and the arts and how you use your arts. So maybe by expressing in arts the changes, or really connecting in a creative way, in a different way than you did before, to an old situation, or starting a completely new situation like that. And that is a powerful process going on here for you, Aquarius. Very powerful. But in the end, I feel, this does feel in the end good. It's never nice to go through the energy of the Tower. It always feels a little bit harsh. It is quite a strong energy, so it is not something that you will maybe relish in the moment. But, it's just nice to remember that there is a very strong positive energy connected to this change. So don't feel, sometimes we feel like the negative things that are happening in our life are negative, but actually, or we label them as negative, or, and actually, we wouldn't choose them necessarily, but when they've happened, then it feels like, gosh, that was such a relief. This needed to happen, really, for me to free myself. And what is important now is that you, when that happens, that process, that you do stay in contact with your intuition and your inner feelings, because the moon has come in reverse to your spread here, and to me that says that you are a little bit disconnected. A danger of being disconnected from your inner guidance and your intuition. So just be aware of that. Do stay in touch with your feelings and check out how you feel about things, because you may start to feel regrets about the change. Your mind may start to interfere with the changes that need to happen, and you may resist some of that, and you may just feel that that this is not the right thing. And the change, I just have a strong feeling that the changes are related to a relationship, but it may of course be related to other emotional connections that you have with people, and that you have a tendency to regret whatever the change is. It may be a splitting off of a situation and of a relationship, and you may regret it afterwards. But do realize that if these changes come, they come because it is because of divine intervention. As you can see with the Tower, it is not something that you personally need to take responsibility for. It is just something that needs to happen. Even if it's difficult, it will bring you the I was going to say freedom, or the positive results, or the new perspectives that you need to have for that situation that it's breaking away from. So the world is shaking you up a bit, and but it's working towards a new situation, new insights that are going to benefit you. Nothing is wasted like that in the universe, I feel. And then we've got the Judgment card in reverse for you. And the Judgment card shows you people breaking free. So there is a calling. There's a calling to, I don't know what perspective you would come from, but say come home, or to break free, or to find yourself. There is a calling there. And are you going to listen to it? This is the question. Are you going to listen to it, or are you going to stick with your regrets? Are you going to move forward? Are you going to break free from the old? Are you going to resist it? There's that little bit of free will there to say, what judgment am I going to make? You know, the calling is there, but are you going to be brave enough? Because it came in reverse for you, so it came like that. Am I going to be brave enough to listen to the calling and break free? Or am I going to stay stuck and stick to the old and the familiar? So there's a lot of emotional demand and change in your life going on at the moment, Aquarius. So that is the danger here, is that you don't have enough confidence, because we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands wants to move forward, make progress. It's somebody who is looking like, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing, and I'm going to move forward, and I feel strong enough to do it, and I've got the energy with the wands. I've got the energy to do it. But in reverse, it would be the opposite, and it would be something like, I know I have the evidence, I know I can fly away, I know I can do it, but I am hesitating. And so I'm asking you just to consider those cards. So make the right judgment, because life is asking you to make a change and to break away. These two cards are also related to each other. They lay opposite. So you've got the Tower and Judgment in reverse, opposite of each other, and they relate to each other in that way. So make the right judgment. Don't be too scared about change or anything that happens in your life that feels quite powerful and strong. Make a good judgment on it. Don't jump to conclusions. It doesn't feel like a bad thing. It may feel like that at the time, but there is a good element there. There is a good connection there with how to move forward, and just allow yourself to make a good judgment on it. Nobody can say what, because that is your personal choice in the end. But don't be tempted to be quick in your judgment, or to dwell on past things, or to want to hold on to the past in a strong way. The cards really want you to move on and leave behind. Use your intuition. It's not so easy when you're going through turmoil to tap into your inner knowing, your inner self. So that is a little bit challenging. But I'm feeling that, you know, you're advised to keep in touch with your intuition and make the right judgment and keep your confidence up. And then this change that's happening will only be for the better, and it will eventually sort of, you know, it feels very dramatic actually, but it may pan out for everybody differently. It may just be a small thing, but significant. It's definitely going to be significant when the Tower is in your spread. So, but it doesn't have to be tremendously painful. It depends on your judgment. It depends on how you're going to deal with it and how you're going to let go of the past. If you can let that go and you can stay in the moment, then you are being able to build your confidence back up and to believe in yourself and to go forward with this energy of the Queen of Wands. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy there. So see if we can turn that round into a powerful woman or man. It doesn't matter. It's not gender specific. It's just about the energy of the card here. So we want to turn that round and so that you start believing again in yourself. No messing with this lady. So that's what we want from you. And so let's work towards that. Accept and go forward like that. So I'm going to just have a quick look at your angel card, and the angel card is saying support. So when you're going through this change or this situation that feels quite powerful in your life, and you could just remember that the angels are there with you. You have that support. You're not on your own, and it's divine intervention anyway. So everything is okay. And in some ways it can be very exciting because some people really enjoy change anyway, and you may well be completely ready for it, you know. So but always feel like this is there. The support is there for you. You're not on your own. And if you're still and if you use your guidance, you can feel and hear that in your heart. So that is the support from the angels. Oh, and I've got her again. Vesta, home. I've had her with Capricorn reading as well. And Vesta is saying it relates to home, and your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. So it may well be this home and relationships rings a strong bell here in terms of your reading. So the emotional connection with other people you live with may well change and may feel like a strong change. So you may well or either move out of your home, or you may decide to make a break from something emotionally. And but this card is saying it's a healthy change. It's an important change for you. And it may well benefit everybody involved, but it's not an easy one. You're going to go through some processes, and if you don't watch out, your mind will take over and give you lots of thoughts about regrets and feeling disjointed in yourself, like the moon, you know. And you don't need to do that because there is so much support for you, and the move is for the better. It is a good progression for you. It says the Tower is, you know, as I've already said, I think it is a major arcana card, so it is divine intervention, and it's meant to be. So I feel you're doing great as long as you are making the right judgment. Make sure you keep the right judgment, and we want to really see you as the Queen of Wands, so we can try to reverse the card. And if you're a male, doesn't matter. You can still have that energy of progression, of feeling in control, having that fire energy, and use it and connect to that part in you, and you'll be fine. And it's going to be, in some ways, I want to say it's going to be a really positive thing. You know, I was going to say amazing, but I don't want to make false expectations either. But I do feel like sometimes you go through this process, don't regret, just go for it. And you will build yourself up. You will build yourself up again and feel strong in yourself. Okay, so this was the reading for Aquarius for February 2017. I hope you found it helpful, and I wish you good luck and all the best for February. If you would like to read up a little bit about me, you can find me on tarotforlifecoaching.com. A little bit background information. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you next month.